Hey guys, Indy here with Ultimate Tour Reviews. Well, I was at Harbor Freight over the weekend, and I actually went in to basically use their coupon deal for the $20 deep sockets for their impact sockets. And instead, I found that they had this really awesome clearance deal where they had anything on their clearance rack was another 30% off. So I ended up picking up the basically SAE shallow sockets for the icons, and these are the half-inch drive sockets. I thought I'd pick these up just because I was looking for something that was going to be SAE. I wanted something half-inch just for taking off, trailer lugs, some of the larger stuff I have on my mini bikes, and this is kind of the one sockets that I really didn't have. I've got plenty of metric half-inch sockets, but I don't really have any SAE sockets just yet. So I thought I'd pick these up, and after that deal, I think it came out to like somewhere right around $35 for this set, which is actually pretty fantastic. I think it was around somewhere on the $50-$55 mark when the clearance price. So I think they maybe were around $60 or so at a regular price. So not a bad deal, almost fully half off there for these sockets. And been checking these out for the last few days. Really love the case that they ship these in. Now it comes in actually a pretty big plastic case. You got to unscrew it. This case then pops out, and you can then set that in a drawer. So first impressions, I love this plastic case. Seems like it holds up really well. Doesn't really flex too much. I wish that these labels were a little bit clearer on here. I can read them decently on the camera. They're a little bit more glossy. Thinking about maybe taking just a magic marker and just kind of wiping it over these just to kind of give that raised indentation there, like maybe a black color. We'll be able to see those really well, and that red has a good contrast. Well, overall the quality of sockets is excellent. They are made in Taiwan, and apparently the thing with Icon at Harbor Freight is that Harbor Freight apparently stole like a Snap-on engineer, and that they are working on their Icon series, kind of that tool truck style. I'll argue, hey, is it the same quality? It's not the same quality. It's kind of the same stuff. I mean, I'm not gonna really get into that too much, but I do really like these sockets. I have worked with some Snap-on stuff in the past, some SK stuff as well too. I will say this stuff is definitely in the same ballpark. It's hard to, exactly say that, yes, this is going to be the exact quality, it's going to be better quality, it's going to be worse quality when you're up at this level of sockets and mechanics tools like that. No, I'm by no means a mechanic myself. I have worked in a professional shop doing just lawnmower repair a couple of years back. I work on a lot of mini bikes, my truck, trailers once in a while. So I would say I'm more just like an above average DIYer at this point. So I'm by no means a professional mechanic. Never actually worked in a professional mechanic setting other than just doing some lawnmower repair at a professional shop for a couple months there. But anyways, getting back to the Icon sockets, for just a DIYer, if you're looking for a great value when it comes to, you just want something above average, you don't just want regular sockets. Nothing wrong with regular sockets, from most of the brands like Husky, DeWalt, Cobalt. Nothing wrong with those, but having just a really nice socket set, of course with lifetime warranty from Harbor Freight, excellently made, and you can definitely tell the precision on these sockets is just phenomenal. Just from holding these, all the etching on here is fantastic. They definitely have a different quality to them just by feeling the sockets. You can feel the definitely increase in quality. Let me pull out another socket here. I'm gonna pull out just probably like a regular Cobalt here, and then I've got a vintage Craftsman, just so you can kind of compare the sockets up to one another. Now, of course, these aren't the same size sockets nor the same drive size, but you can kind of just tell from just looking at them a little bit differences in quality there. You can easily tell the Icon looking in there, just the overall build process of that looks really, really clean, especially compared to the Cobalt here. I'm a big fan of these vintage Craftsman sockets. They just have an excellent build quality to them, and they seem like they hold up really well. Absolutely love these. But for the price of these Icons, when you get them on sale like this, they're just phenomenal to have, and just how well they're made. Now, when it comes to things like impact sockets, I really don't care too much when it comes to sockets. I'll just buy the regular Pittsburgh ones. Never an issue with those. I've got plenty of those, and they seem like they work just fine. But when I'm going for just chrome sockets, I really like a nice fit. Usually because I'm not using an impact on it, I'm using just a regular ratchet, and I really need to get in somewhere, and I don't want that socket to slip at all. I don't want that socket to fail on me, but I'm in some really weird spot. I can't get an impact in there, and it's really going to matter that I don't strip that socket, or don't strip that bolt out or that nut out when I'm taking it off. So having just a little bit more pricier, sockets that can help prevent some of those issues that you'd have. And of course, I love going 6-point. A lot of stuff now is unfortunately 12-point, even though you really never run into a 12-point bolt or nut much anymore anyways. So having 6-point is definitely the way to go. I pretty much never use 12-point stuff. I don't have to, or hopefully never have to. It's never fun stuff to have. But other than that, of course, the Harbor Freight lifetime warranty, never had issue with that. The one downside to these sockets, though, and I actually had this issue not with sockets per se, but with the Icon line. I've actually got 4 sets of the Icon ratcheting wrenches. I've got 2 in metric, 2 in SAE, and I actually lost a 10mm wrench. And I thought, hey, no big deal. Maybe I can buy one at the store. Well, the manager at the store said, hey, you can't buy these here. We can only warranty them out for you. You got to call up Harbor Freight directly, and they will sell you another one. I said, okay, that's no problem. I wouldn't call Harbor Freight. They quoted me almost $30 plus shipping to get another wrench in. This whole set was like $120, which is pretty crazy just to order one wrench that I lost. And you can't just go buy one. So it's down to the downside to having a little bit more pricier tools here. When, if you lose a Pittsburgh socket, I can just go buy a whole other set for 10, 20 bucks. Not a big deal. Or then when you get to this stuff, I really wish Harbor Freight would do something about you lose a socket, Of course it happens, working on stuff, working outside, that it wasn't so expensive. So that's just the one downside that I found to the Icon line. Of just being able to replace one piece in here is really not economical. Luckily I do have another one of these 10mm. I bought 2 sets of each. I got a really good deal buying all 4 sets, which is really cool. And unfortunately I'm just gonna skip it. I use 10mm a lot, but I've got the other wrench anyways. I'm definitely not gonna lose that one. So that's some of the pros and cons of just Icon sockets. I do like these a lot. They're probably keeping me away from SK. I've got a full SK wrench set that I really like, but I was looking for definitely a new line of some sockets that I have some holes in, and I like these a lot actually. I'm probably gonna set when I need future sockets, probably gonna be Icon at this point. Now, I've got plenty of 3/8 and 1/4 inch. I just picked up that DeWalt set a couple videos back. For just in my truck, and that I love DeWalt sockets a lot. They're not the best quality, but they get the job done. But when I want something just nicer, work on something more critical, the Icons, they seem like they do a really good job, and they don't break the bank either. Even at 50, 60 bucks, that's not bad at all for how much value and use you can get out of these sockets. So guys, leave a comment below what you think, and if you've used Icon in the past, let me know what you think about it, and take care, guys.